Alright guys, we're going to Safari Animal Kingdom. We're like the last ones to come in. Let's run! We're the last ones, you guys. We barely made it. Zero line. We ran in.
We only have behind us one awesome cast member.
Hi!
Should I pick her up? Are they waiting on us?
What was that?
Are they waiting on us to go or something?
We are waiting on you guys. You're our last guests.
Alright, let's go.
Hello everyone, we are almost ready to go on board our safari vehicles, and I wanted to make certain I told you about our
Here you go, you guys. We barely made it. Thank you. Thanks. Last ride for the day. 6:45. Let's enjoy it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Who's ready for safari today? That is more like it. Jumbo, everybody. My name's Lexi. Now, our first stop is the Little Ituri Forest, which is home to animals who like to use camouflage as their defense mechanism. And right here on our right, we do have a couple of saddle-billed storks. Saddle-billed storks can stand about 5 feet tall, and their wingspan can reach out 9 canopy above your heads. Also on our right, we do have that okapi back there, kind of by that fence. Okapi are very shy animals, so they'll tend to keep hidden for most of the day. They also have a striping pattern on the back of their legs, which is going to make them look kind of like a zebra. Now friends, on our left, you are going to be able to see a black rhino. We can tell that's a black rhino because black rhinos are very solitary and territorial animals. They will tend to keep to themselves throughout the day. Now we are leaving the forest and we're going to head on over to the Safi River Valley, which is home to our more aquatic type animals, and they are going to spend a large majority of their day either in the water or submerged underwater. So let's keep our eyes peeled and see if we can spot anybody in the river today. Now friends, if you do look on your right, you're going to be able to spot a couple of Nile hippopotamuses. Now these hippos can hold their breath for up to about 8 minutes at a time. Because of that, they do spend a large majority of their day submerged underwater. Even when they are asleep, their body will naturally raise itself to the surface to allow them to take that breath. Those hippos can weigh up to be about 5,500 pounds. We do have some more over here on our left. Now because of their size, they can swim, but usually they will just sink onto the bottom of that river floor to walk or run along it. Hippos are deceivingly fast animals. Now hippos are considered among the largest and most dangerous animals in all of Africa, and it does look like we have baby Greta up out of the water over here on our left as well. Now these are the pink-backed pelicans on this little island right here on our left. Now the pink-backed pelicans do get their name from that pink coloration that comes on their skin during mating season, almost acting like they are blushing around each other. Can I get an aww? Aww. Now a male pink-backed pelican during mating season is actually going to carry a very large stick in his mouth. Now he is going to carry that stick to show off to the ladies that he can help her build a really great nest, and she should choose to mate with him. Ultimately, that is how those females are going to choose which male they wish to mate with for life. Now we are leaving the Safi River Valley and we're going to make our way to the next area on our safari. But as we make this transition, you guys are going to see a change in the plants and vegetation out here. While the river has a dense vegetation, it's going to become more sparse as we continue going. Now friends, up ahead on our right, we do have a very funky looking tree. Now this tree is the baobab tree. Baobab trees can be leafless for up to about 9 months in a year. And because of that, that trunk of theirs will hold a a large amount of water. Now that water is going to be very helpful to the animals out here during those drought months, as they are able to puncture that trunk to get some water from it. Now the Savannah is home to some of our most iconic animals out here on the reserve. And these animals are going to use their speed and agility in order to hunt and catch their prey. Now right out here on the right, we do have some wildebeest, but I will talk about them just a little bit later, as we might get a better view as we come around the Savannah. Now the Savannah is home to a diverse group of animals, and these animals will help take care of the land around them. The giraffes will help prune the trees, the elephants will help bulldoze down the trees, and the smaller antelopes and zebras on the reserve will help keep that grass nice and shortcut, kind of acting like they are mowers out here on the Savannah. But if we look on our left, you are going to see a couple of spotted hyenas under this rock. Now, 2 spotted hyenas, girls really do rule the world, as the lowest ranking female of the pack is still going to be higher ranked than the highest ranking male of the pack. Now, hyenas also have a very wide range of vocalizations. They can sound anywhere from a maniacal laughter to even a low whooping noise as well. Now friends, if you look at these tall structures over here on our left, these are termite mounds. Now, termite mounds are made of dung, clay, and saliva, and on a very hot day, they are going to bake out in the sun to be almost as hard as concrete. Now, when they are as hard as concrete, the elephants are going to use them kind of like scratching posts. They are going to scratch their bodies against those termite mounds until they grind them down to little stumps. Now, when they are these little stumps, the smaller antelopes on the reserve are going to use them kind of like a lookout point by standing on top of them. Now, we do have this group of wildebeest over here, friends, and wildebeest do travel in the second most densely packed herds, second being to humans. Now, because their herds are so large in size, we can actually see their migration patterns all the way from outer space, just because of how much dirt they kick up when they get running. Now, a group of wildebeest is called a confusion because once one wildebeest starts running, they all start running, even if they don't know where they're going. Now, if you look on your right, you are going to see a couple of very large antelopes. They're kind of tan and they're hiding behind those bushes over here on our right. Now, those are the largest antelopes on our reserve. They are the elands. An adult male eland can stand about 6 feet tall at shoulder height. They can also jump straight up in the air 6 feet as well. He is going to actually make and wear his very own flower crown, just to show the ladies how cute they are. Now, that is our eland right there on the right. But friends, over here on the right as well, we do have some Ankole cattle with those really large horns. Now friends, those horns can grow up to be about 6 feet long, and on a very hot day, they are going to act as their own personal AC cooling system, as that blood will flow to the top of their horns. It's going to allow all of that excess body heat to escape their bodies. Now we do have another one right here on our left as well. And we also have an African elephant on our left.
You're gonna see us soon. Let's come. Look at this one. Look at the big horns.
Now let's see if we can get a better look. Maybe right here. I'll go pulley very slowly. Now we can tell that that's an African elephant because the shape of its ear is actually the same shape as the continent of Africa. Now, elephants are very social animals, so they will travel in herds together. Females are going to travel in herds with other females and the calves, and those males, once they are of age, are actually going to form their own herds with the other males, and that will be called a bachelor herd.
Might be able to see it again, yeah, behind.
Now friends, over here on our left are the greater flamingos. Now the greater flamingos are the palest pink of all the flamingos. But you also might notice some brown or even gray looking flamingos, and that is correct. Those are flamingos. You see, flamingos actually start out that brown gray color, and they are going to develop that pink coloration later on in their life as they continue to eat their diet, which consists mostly of brine shrimp. Now that brine shrimp does contain beta carotene, and that beta carotene has everything they need in it to be beautiful pink flamingos. Now we did just pass a group of flamingos, and a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. So that was a flamboyance of flamingos back there. Now we are crossing over into the eastern Savannah, and up ahead on our left is an area we like to call the mud wallows. Now, towards the middle of this area, you will see a very large mud pit, and that was created by rhinos. Now, on a very hot day, the rhinos love to roll around in the mud because that is going to help keep them cool on a hot day, but it is also going to act as a natural sunblock as well. It's going to cover their skin from that harsh sun. Now, much like the rhinos like to cover their bodies in mud to keep cool, other animals also like to keep cool on a hot day, but they will hide out in shady areas. So let's keep our eyes peeled over here on the left, see if we can spot anybody in the bushes maybe or under the trees.
I see somebody.
Now, it does look like there are some cheetahs over here on our left.
Oh yeah.
Now, cheetahs are the fastest land animals as they can run up to speeds of almost 70 miles per hour. A cheetah can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Unlike many other large cats, cheetahs are very active during the day as they do have those black teardrop-shaped markings around their eyes. That's going to help keep them active on those bright and sunny days by acting as their own personal built-in sunglasses. Now friends, just up ahead is a kopie, and a kopie is a very large rock formation, very common in the savannah as many large predators or even prey love to sit on top of these rocks to get a good viewpoint of the savannah around them. So as we come around this kopie, let's see if anyone's on top of the rocks today. Now it does look like over here on our right we have some waterbuck antelopes. Those are the antelopes with the white ring around their bottoms. Now waterbucks get their name because for an antelope they drink an unusual amount of water. They actually drink so much water that they don't migrate in their life. They will just stay near that same water source. Waterbuck also produce an oil on their skin that kind of makes them water repellent. But that oil can be pretty stinky at times, but I do like to think that it makes them stinking cute. Now I did see another antelope just up ahead, so let's see if we can get a good look at him because this antelope on our right is actually the rarest animal on our reserve. Now this smaller antelope right here with the horns and kind of the white legs, that is our Bontabak antelope. His name is Sebastian. Now Sebastian's the rarest animal on our reserve because he is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, Bontabak in the world today. That is because Bontabaks were once nearly poached till extinction for those beautiful coats of theirs. Now they were poached till there were only about 17 remaining Bontabak in the world. Lucky enough for us, those 17 remaining Bontabak roamed onto a farmer's pasture, and that farmer took it upon himself to protect those Bontabaks and let their numbers rise. Now there are about 3,000 Bontabaks in the world today, and although that number is not very large, it is a lot better than 17. But we do feel very fortunate enough to have Sebastian here with us on the reserve. Now we are headed back towards the village as we are coming up to our warden's post. And our warden has gotten some pretty cute new neighbors recently, but it looks like they are gone for the night. We usually do have some Nigerian dwarf goats here though. They are very playful animals, but they're also very helpful for a farmer as well since they will eat unwanted weeds from pastures that most other animals won't eat, as well as they will provide a source of milk for that farmer, giving them another source of income. Now as we continue to make our way back towards the village, that does mean that our safari is coming to an end. Now friends, in just a moment we will have to say goodbye, but here we don't like to say goodbye because goodbye is far too sad and far too final. Instead, we do like to say kwaherini. Now kwaherini does mean go well. So friends, kwaherini, go well, go wild, go make a difference in this world. And I do hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Did you like the safari? Did you like the elephant? Wasn't it awesome? It was big. Yes, it was nice. Yes, we made it to a safari. It's awesome.
It was pretty cool, yeah. The last one was
Giselle's first time.
especially on a rainy day, you know?
Yes.
It's a good time.
That was fun.
Bumpy ride, but we saw a
Very,
lot of
very
animals.
bumpy,
I think
yes.
the only ones we didn't see was the lions.
The lions, yeah, probably they were already sleeping, yes. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! Gigi, say bye.
Bye.
Bye!